You're listening to TalkSlamRadio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a beverage, put out the do not disturb sign, and settle in for another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.
Welcome, everybody, once again to TalkSlamRadio.com. My name's The Ant, and this show is How Did We Get Here? How did we get here? Well, of course, everybody always asks me this. Yes, we took a shower, got in a car, and put the keys in the car and drove here. So no more questions out there of how did we get here. If we get into how I got here, well, we'll have to do that in about 100 segments of how I got here. I'd like to say hello to everybody out there in Webland. How you doing? Peace. What's happening, guys? Say hi to everybody.
Everybody,
what's happening?
Great.
Yeah,
Great,
right.
so great.
So great. That's
I
right.
feel like it's somebody coming from a New Year party.
That's
and I'm
cool.
saying, Happy New Year.
It's you know what? Every year is a good New Year. Shout out to Angel and his fun shop and smoke shop, adult novelties and collectibles out of 4040 West Waters Avenue. I'll tell you, he's got so many crazy things in there. I kid you not. I thought I knew a little bit about everything about adult novelties, and until I went into Angel's fun shop on Waters. And that blew my mind. Oh my God!
What kind of stuff?
What has he got?
Like I said the last time, there was this one vibrator that you could stand 20 feet away from and use the remote control and it blew my mind. I was like, oh my God!
Definitely a stocking stuffer.
Yeah, definitely a stocking stuffer. Stuff a lot more. Angel's Fun Shop, 4040 West Waters Avenue. Angel. But if you walk in and you say, "Party on," you get a discount. He's got hookahs from around the world, all kinds of smoking accessories and tobacco from around the world. It's a place you want to check out. Please do. That is my shout out to Angel Arabello. What's up, Angel? I tell you, a lot going on. So, gentlemen, how has your week been? I'll start out with Tom. Tom, how's your week been?
It's been fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything new?
Well, actually, right now, me and my wife are working on a project for something coming up in October. It's called The Money Show.
Okay. Oh, wow. The Money Show. Money. M-U-N-N-Y. The Money Show.
For those of you who don't know what a money is, it's
money. We're going to
toy
see
from Kid Robot.
Oh, wow. Check that out. I know folks at home. I know I've heard people tell me about the visual and stuff. We're working on that. We're going to get anyway, it's all going to be this is pretty incredible because it's
what you do with it is you get a blank.
Right.
And you paint it. However you're inspired, you paint it. You can use
That's great.
Regular store-bought acrylics. You can use spray paints. You can use whatever you want. And actually, the show is going to be held in downtown St. Pete at Daddy Cool Records.
Oh, wow, man. Very, very
cool. So just go online. Man. It's going to be October 6th. It's going to be a Saturday. Okay. Check it out. To participate, if you're an artist or
so people can participate with this and paint up their own, and then prizes or gifts are awarded or whatever, something like that, maybe?
I think it's more just like a gallery sort of.
Like who's the best, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
So we're going to at least have two in the running.
Mine would have all question marks all over it. That's for sure.
But if you're interested in participating, just email DK. It's D as in Don, K as in King, moneyshow@gmail.com.
All right, man.
Check it out.
And just to let you know, Tom is one of our hosts here. He is a permanent fixture now. My lead co-host is Levi Mitamago. He is our musician, our in-house musician, and everything to do about music. Yeah. That is the man to talk to. Levi, how you doing, my friend?
I'm great, man. I had a lovely weekend this week. You know, there was little ups and downs, disturbance from the rain.
Right.
In between my performance at the dock.
Right.
And
down at Tarpon Springs Sunshocks.
But I relocate to a place where the rain didn't invade my territory.
Invade your territory.
Did not invade her territory.
Right. No, Mother Nature.
Yeah, we were
Mother
friends.
Nature. What did she say?
I can see clearly now.
Oh well, I can see clearly now. Man, that's a great song. Yeah. But no, don't when on the Batman movie, the first Poison Ivy, when they first introduced her, she said, "Don't fool with Mother Nature," and I mean, all of a sudden, Bane came out and pulled out.
Let's not remember that. that one.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying, how she said, "Don't play with Mother Nature" was like pretty cool. I mean, I like that portion of the thing there. That's for sure. Let's start out with talk about cute animals. I have seen some really. I mean, of course, ever since we started doing How Did We Get Here, I've tried to explore as many websites and as many sites like YouTube and things like that, just to see what's going on out there. And I'll tell you what, I am an animal lover, big time animal lover. I love animals so much that I cannot watch Animal Cops. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can make it for maybe 5-10 minutes, and as soon as I hear the bad things that happen to the to the animals, I have to turn it off. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I cannot stomach anything bad happening to animals. I mean, it just tears me up. But there's so many cute ones out there. I mean, there's just so many cute little videos of cute animals. And if anybody out there has any cute animals and has video or pictures of them, please send them to me at Antonio1Y1@hotmail.com. Right here. I don't know if you can see the sign, but next week you'll definitely be able to see it. And if you'd like to call in tonight, the number is 727-597-4022. For those of you that are really slow, 727-597-4022. And for those of you that are really quick that can say it backwards, let's do it. 2204-795-727. There you go. But back to the regular one, 727-597-4022 if you want to call in tonight. And I hope you do call in tonight. And if you have an opinion, if you agree, disagree, I want to hear about it. Please do call in. I've gotten emails after every show, and I'd love for those people that send emails to call. Another thing we found out tonight, because somebody asked me, how could I possibly get X amount of emails with X amount of views? My emails surpass the views that I have. So we have figured out that with Ustream, after a certain amount of views, we get one mark. So that means if there is 12 marks on there, that means that there's been roughly 400 or 500 views on our show. And we were very happy to find that out. And of course, we would all be happy because, people are actually watching.
Yep. Another thing
and it's not because of me; it's because of my guests too. Without my guests, I don't have a show.
It's all about Levi. Let's just face it.
The Antonio show.
I got to let people know that I got videos on YouTube.
What, are you naked?
No, on YouTube. If you want to see Levi Matamugo.
Okay, no, I'm just. If you want to see videos of Levi Matamugo, go to YouTube.
Yeah, I have a series of videos that I did. The Orange Blossom Festival. And Anama Series Festival.
Okay.
All of these videos.
So all they have to do is type in Levi Matamugo, and I'd like you to spell your last name.
Matamugu. It's Matamugu.
Matamugo.
At YouTube.com, and I also got some music and little story on me on Facebook too.
Awesome.
So check both Levi of them.
Matamugo.
Yeah, and so you'll always see my show dates posted to know when I'm going to be performing and things.
Well, that is definitely a good thing. Yeah. The other, what did I bring up here? Yeah, with pop culture, well, we've got Tom. Tom does all our pop culture stuff of what's happening out there. Can you tell us anything new of what's happening with pop culture? Any new, games? What's happening out there?
Well, one of the last things that just got leaked to the internet, you did hear there's a new RoboCop movie, right?
Right.
Relaunching RoboCop.
Yes, I did hear that.
After all these years. And the first pictures of the suit, the actor in the suit, have leaked to the internet.
Oh, wow.
And there's been a big backlash because a lot of people think it looks like crap.
Oh.
People have been comparing it to somewhere between the Iron Man costume to had sex with Batman's costume, and this is the illegitimate love child.
Oh, no.
But if you look at it,
the suit should have, go ahead.
Well, if you look at it, and, back in the 80s, we had a different preconception of what the future was. And the future was shiny and metallic, and that's what RoboCop...
Right.
But if you kicked him in the chest and he fell on his back, he sat there like a tortoise. He couldn't stand up.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. So this suit kind of is more trimmed down.
The suit's trimmed down. It's sleek. It's stylish. It's functional. It looks like something that would be on a futuristic soldier that would be jumping from rooftop to rooftop, which is what you would want for a cop.
RoboCop, right? Yeah. RoboCop. So what you're saying is you give it votes up. I
love it. I actually did a blog on my Raging Nerdgasm blog spot.
Right. Remember that, folks, www.ragingnerdgasm.com, where you can find out all kinds of things about collectibles and the truth about collectibles and what they're worth and what's happening out there. And we are both fellow collectors. And so anyway, so go ahead.
Yeah. So
on your blog.
On my blog, I had to praise it. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was absolutely perfect. I think it was the right direction because, I mean, face it, guys, if we went out there to the movies, oh, yeah, we're going to see a new RoboCop, and you saw that same blue, steely blue, metallic.
Right,
I mean, his chest is as big as a Cadillac.
Right. Then we'd say it's a ripoff, and you know, okay, then they're trying to go backwards. So I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. So check it out.
It's just like okay, I was talking with a friend of mine, Mark Ulibarri, very close friend of mine, awesome choreographer, awesome dancer, just an awesome person all the way around. And we were talking about Battleship. It was great. I enjoyed Battleship. I mean, be honest.
I mean, to be honest, the special effects were amazing. Calling it Battleship, if you call it anything but Battleship,
okay,
if you called it like some sort of invasion or Earth meets whatever planet this is coming from, but you based it on the board game Battleship that everyone grew up on. That's where people were coming from. That's where people were dying.
So the masses would,
and it looked like leftover special effects from the Transformers movie. I mean, it was produced by Michael Bay, so of course,
you know what, though?
Same people, same money.
I really enjoyed Battleship. I did. I enjoyed what they, I was watching it and I was like, wow, man, this is cool, man. I'm digging this, and I digged it, and I watched the whole thing, and I was happy.
You accepted it for what it was. Yeah, it was a sci-fi movie with plenty of action. And it had Rihanna in it. And, of course, she's easy on the eyes.
Oh, she's easy on the eyes. I'll say this. I had a friend of mine that hated every movie that he went to go see. And one day I told him, I says, do you expect all movies to be The Godfather? I mean, they all can't be. And if you're walking into a fantasy movie, you have got to be able to release reality at the door and jump into the fantasy. Love it or hate it, however, leave it at the door, come into fantasy. That's where it's at. That's how I believe about these movies that are coming out.
Yeah. And that's the right way to go into any movie.
Yeah. I mean, what's your favorite female film star? Both of you. You got a favorite?
Levi, you go first.
I like Angela Jolie.
Angela Jolie.
Yep.
Please, Angela, if you're out there, call us, please. I'd love that.
Yes.
And how about you?
I don't know. I mean, as far as people now, I would have to go with someone like who's the girl from Mila Jovovich. Probably.
Okay. Yeah, I dig that. When Antonio Ramirez is going to be on, he's a TMZ reporter and photographer. He will be on later on in his show. Unfortunately, James Risher, our comedian Tow Truck, was not able to make it here, but I would like to give a shout out to him because he had a pleasant surprise from his daughter apparently flying in, something to that sort. I didn't get the whole message, but hey, James, if you're watching, we miss you. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Can't wait to see you next week, man.
Yes. Let's go on. Further on down, we've got, let's see. We were talking on a phone, and, excuse me. We were talking on a phone, and when people leave a message on your phone and they're trying to leave you a phone number, let me give you a heads up. If you do that and you rattle off your phone number so quick, what do you expect? Us to pull a pen out of our butts? We can't do it. So,
who can?
At least try to repeat it twice or slow it down or give people a heads up. I mean, come on. I mean, really, guys. I mean, you're sitting there. So that means you have to listen to the whole recording. Then you have to stop it and then go back and then listen to it again to write down a phone number. Let's get with the program. Say it slow or say it twice. Give us time to write down the number.
Or at least give us a time. They'll say, hey, listen, I'm going to give you my number.
Right.
Get a pen and paper.
Oh, and the other
one 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Here you go.
And he made the commercial about this one. Is what was it? What was it that we said? We said,
"Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" We did that this past week. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? And we both started laughing. It was just like, my God, okay, maybe we're being a little bit too selfish with technology, but if you're going to pay for it, come on.
I mean, it's been 7 years since those commercials hit the air.
7 years, and we're still saying, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?"
I'm in a 600 square foot apartment, and I find the only dead spot in the entire 600 square feet. And I'm like, I got to run for the window to try to not lose your call.
That's funny. But, hey, come on. I mean, that's just not right at all. I'll tell you what, we have got some special guests on this evening. We've got Joel and his son Dakota, and they are a duo, and they're going to come in. They're going to do a song that we all know. I don't know what it is. And they're going to do one of their original songs right after we do Break right here at Talk Slam Radio. And how did we get here? My name's the Ant. We've got Tom and Levi, and we will be back. Yes, right after this.
Tired of that same boring vacation that ends up costing you more in the long run? What if I told you about a company that can quite literally bring you the world? Exotic ports of call at sea and great trips to the best vacation destinations. Cruise Brothers Travel. And for years they've been making memories for their customers. Call Cheryl and Ramos, 888-992-9592 to book your next cruise or land-based vacation. Visit us online at cruisebrothers.biz. Florida registration, license number ST38316. cruisebrothers.biz.
tell you, what a great song, guys. I mean, that was provided by RockSlamRadio.com. That was Gary Schutt. Song titled Lost Soul. Well, we've all been there, a little bit of Lost Soul. I'll repeat it again. Gary Schutt, SCHUTT. And the title of the song was Lost Soul, provided by Rock Slam Radio.
Check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Thank you, Nolan. What a great song that really was. I love every song that he's ever played by these musicians that allow us to play the music on our radio show, talk show, and it's great, and I love it. To my left, I have Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Fantastic.
This is our first time meeting this evening. When we first came in, and this is son Joel. You know
Dakota.
what? Dakota. Joel and Dakota. Well, you can tell I just met him. No little Pico either. And you know what's interesting? I saw him. How old are you?
I'm 15 years old so far.
So far.
Yeah.
What did you think? So far, meaning I'm only 15 so far.
You came a long way.
I plan on being 110, but I'm 15 now. At this point.
Means he can't wait to grow up.
You know what? Yeah, we all couldn't wait till we grow up until we grew up, and then we were like, oh my God. That's okay. And I see all these harmonicas strapped to your waist. Okay.
It's going to war.
Yeah, he's going to war. I'm telling you, he's got these ammunition clips.
Munition war.
So how long have you two been? Okay, your father and son. Folks at home, you have to understand this is a father-son duo. They are street performers that also play in clubs. When you hear their music, you're going to enjoy it. But it to me, this is why the show exists, because the show is called How Did We Get Here? How did you get to where you're at, where you're headed? And I think it's one of the, actually a wonderful thing for a father and son.
Absolutely.
To be able to go out there and perform for people and stick with it. You know, what Dad said is right. What Dad says is right because he's already been through it. I can see his gray hairs like I got them. You know what I mean? That's what it takes. You grow gray hairs every time you learn something. Oh, there's another one right there. But you play harmonicas.
Harmonica and congos, yes.
Harmonica and congos.
And a little ukulele, but I forgot that.
You forgot the ukulele?
Yeah.
Well, see, that comes with growing up. So by the time you're 16, the next time you come over when you're 16, you'll have a ukulele, right?
Yes, sir.
No, sirs, leave the sirs at the door. Okay, we're all
that's Antonio.
Pretty it's the aunt, because we have another Antonio. And I said Antonio Ramirez was going to be on, but unfortunately he had something that actually brisked him away. He was here, and he got brisked away. I don't know if he's going to make it back. I hope he does. If he doesn't, Antonio, be safe out there with what you're doing. That's Antonio Ramirez, a reporter and photographer for TMZ. Hopefully he'll come back and join us. Joel, we talked a little bit earlier, and I gave you your choice and how you wanted to do it, and you would like everybody at home to hear a song that everybody knows that you are going to perform with Dakota, and later on you're going to play one of your originals. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds pretty close.
Okay, it sounds pretty close. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you think I know what I'm doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. 22 years later, I have no idea. I'll tell you what.
It doesn't get any better.
There you go, right? All right. Well, without any further ado, right here on How Did We Get Here? www.talkslamradio.com. We have Joel and Dakota, and here they go.
Life is taking turns, falling flat on your chin, trying to fly with the birds. Love sure is blind. It don't seem it ain't spent one night feeling sorry for me. There ain't too many times I felt like a king. Sitting here with you, girl, makes me wanna sing. Today the sun is shining on me, with my feet in the breeze, not sweating little things. And who knows what tomorrow is gonna bring, but today the sun is shining on me. Lady love gets me every time. On put on the days, stack of nickels and dimes. But the man on the moon, yeah, he's alright. Must have flipped on that switch when you left last night. 'Cause I'm feeling alright, feeling alright. Today the sun is shining on me, with my feet in the breeze, not sweating the little things. And who knows what tomorrow is gonna bring, but today the sun is shining on me. There ain't too many times I felt like a king. Sitting here with you, girl, makes me wanna sing. Today the sun is shining on me, with my feet in the breeze, not sweating the little things. And who knows what tomorrow is gonna bring, but today the sun shining on me, shining on me.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Love it, guys. What was the name of the song and who produced it?
Not sure. Dakota?
I think it was a Jerry Nyman song. I don't remember it though.
Well, I tell you what, whether you remember or not, what a great song.
You made it your own.
Yeah, you made it your own. You definitely
That's what we
did.
do. We put our own twist on songs. So.
Well, you put a nice twist to it. Those of you at home, I hope you really got a real nice sound out of that because it was wonderful. You're gonna, I can't wait to play it back. That is for sure. And how long have you both been doing this?
I think close to 10 years.
I think we got like 50 years experience between the both of us.
Oh, wow.
So you say 10 years. So 10 years. So basically he put, what was the first instrument that he put in your hands?
Mostly it was a harmonica from my old friend up in Wisconsin.
Wow. And you just took that. And I tell you what, you definitely can blow on that harmonica. That is for sure.
So
man.
you've been playing, what age you started playing?
5.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This
Amazing.
guy's like,
I was playing clubs. His mama was bartending.
Wow.
And he came in with the babysitter, and he was on the bar stool for a few songs. That's how it all started out. I had one microphone. He'd stand on the bar stool, play songs.
I'll be darned. Isn't that something? Well, I'll tell you what, you make an absolute phenomenal duo. And to be honest with you, if I wasn't looking at you, I would think that there was more than 2 of them playing.
Absolutely.
I mean, it just really had that full sound. And I hope everybody at home was able to feel that full sound that they actually gave us. Now, they are going to play one of the songs that they wrote and put together. And before we get to doing that, we have our own in-house Levi, so we're going to keep the music going for you. Levi, tell us about your song.
Yeah, well,
make sure the microphone is right there for you.
This song is I wrote this song about a woman who I really love, but I had to walk away from her. Oh. It's a weird situation, man. So I want
let's make sure we get the acoustic sound in there and your voice in there. Okay.
A lot of great songs based off that.
Yeah. Here we go.
Even though I know your love was true, I got to walk away from you. Walk away from you. Walk away from you. And even though I know you want me to stay, I cannot spend another night or day. Got to walk away. Walk away from you. And every time I thought that your love was true, you always try to find somebody new. Got to walk away. Walk away from you. Even though I know you want me to stay, I cannot spend another night or day. Got to walk away. Walk away. away from you. And even though I know you love me too, I have to walk away from you. Walk away from you. Walk away from you. And every time I try to be true, you always seem to find somebody new. I do walk away. Walk away from you. Baby girl, you gotta understand, I gotta walk away. Walk away from you. Got to walk away. Walk away from you. Yeah, girl, I gotta walk away. Keep on walking. Walk on by. I don't want to make me cry. Got to walk away. Walk away from you.
I tell you, man, we are so blessed to have so much good music being played.
So much talent in this room right here.
I mean, I'm just, wow. What I just, and of course, that was written by you, produced by you.
Yeah, I just lost a good friend. I don't know, say if we lost, but we don't communicate. And I would really like to still see her, but walking away might be the better option.
Gotcha.
So I just
well, hey, you know what? I can appreciate that. Believe me, I can appreciate that. I really can. I'll leave it at that. But what a wonderful song. Both of the songs were great. You did a wonderful arrangement on the song that you played. I can't wait to hear your original song that you play. Just awesome all the way around. Folks, if you want to call in, the number again is 727-597-4022. If you want to call in, ask any questions of the panel, we're here for you. Now, I want to get to bullshit. Okay? And bullshit is the politics that are going on. I don't know about the panel tonight, and this goes for everybody, but somebody got busted talking about how 47% of the populace is feeding off the government. And I got quite offended by that statement. Reason. There is 1 in 5 people in America that is dying of hunger. We are in America the Beautiful. Okay? Now, third world countries have these problems. Are we a third world country, or do we truly believe in taking care of our own? That means that if you look at 5 people standing in line, walking down a street, one of those 5 people is hungry in America. So if Obama believes that he needs to help the people that have fallen on hard times, then so be it. That is how I feel. If you don't agree with me, call me. It's your opinion. You deserve it. The phone line is open for you to call in. I want to hear it. I want to hear your rebuttal on this. But when a man gets caught saying these things, and he's been caught saying so many things that it's beyond, just like with the Olympics. He weaseled his way into the Olympics and took all the credit for making the Utah Olympics work out so great. Now, on the outside of that, people look at it and say, oh my God, Mr. Romney, you helped the Olympics out. Do you think for one moment he did it to help his home state of Utah? Or do you believe that he did it to have a little bitty piece of paper in his back pocket, or a chip, or whatever you want to call it, that he could pull out for political advantages? I don't know. You put it to yourself. Ask yourself that question. Why would he do it? Yeah, please do put on your headphones. If you believe that he did it out of the kindness of his heart, then I have a great piece of property to sell you out in the middle of the Gulf, and it's surrounded by water, and you'll love it, especially during hurricanes. So I definitely want you to let me know about that. I'm going to ask the panel. All right, and I'll say it again. This is not a political show, but there's certain things that piss me off, and I want to know. I want to know how other people feel. And then the other one is Running Mate. Why would you lie about how fast you ran a marathon? I don't give a shit. Why would you tell people you have less body fat than an Olympian? I don't give a shit. But I do give a shit when you lie about something so insignificant. That's how I feel. If you don't like it, tell me about it, because I have plenty more ammunition. I'll just leave it at that. But I believe that...
I think he was just jealous of how Obama looks in a bikini.
I love it. Yeah, whatever the case may be, but come on. I mean, really.
Something like...
If you got to lie about that, okay, look, here's how... If you have to lie about something that is so insignificant to me, I don't care. Tell me about what you can do. But if we find out what he can do, well, if you look back at Paul Ryan's record, he believes that if a woman gets raped, she has the capability to stop the person that's raping her from getting her pregnant. That is his belief. He has said that on TV.
Was it him, or was that one politician? I can't remember.
Was Paul.
Oh, was it actually him?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Paul Ryan Paul, whatever his name is. Yeah,
little prick.
He actually said that, and I don't know. I am pro women. I believe that women should have equal rights in pay, which Romney doesn't, even though he says he does, but he doesn't. You should check out the people that work for him and ask the females that work. Now, of course, they're not going to speak up because they don't want to lose their job because he is a prick. That's just how I feel about him. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other that politics, this, that, and the other. You know what? It's all a mess. Now it just comes down to a point on what we as a people can do about it. We already know that all of us could vote for one guy, and it doesn't matter. It matters according to the electoral votes of each state, which I think should be shelved. It's old.
One person, one vote.
Yeah, one person, one vote all the way. How do you feel about that?
Gee, I think we should keep sending millions of dollars out of this country to let people in our own country starve.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, you know what? And that was going to be one of my points, is that, okay, we have helped, and I believe that you should help your brother and your sisters. I believe that with all my heart. But at this point in our country's life, I don't believe our forefathers really knew how this thing would end up, and things have to change. The old ways don't work. They have to be changed, and we are helping people, and we have helped a lot, millions and billions of people we have helped from starvation. But I believe that we need to get our own house in order. That's what I believe.
Unfortunately,
your opinion?
There are organizations that are enabled by people that don't deserve it.
Agreed.
There are a lot of homeless people that choose to be homeless.
Right, they do. But you know what? I'll tell you what. I mentioned this on another show. There was a man that a wealthy man, an educated man, and he lost his wife, and he was absolutely in love with his wife, and he lost her, and he decided to walk away from his home, his money, and all he was getting was a monthly check that got put into a bank account, and he would draw from that, and he actually went off the grid. This guy was a professor, okay? And he ended up losing his life. But did that man want to live off the government? No. But he ended up being homeless on his own way because he lost everything that he loved, and his whole love was his wife. I don't believe, I just don't believe in a lot of things that are taking place in our country. This is not a political show. I'm not trying to bring everybody down out there, but these are things that we need to talk about. If we don't talk about it now, who is going to talk about it? It is up to us, and it's up to this man here, Dakota.
Next generation. That's what we
next
keep
generation.
telling them.
Exactly right. He is the next generation that's coming up that is going to have to listen to what's happening now in order to try to fix things. For all intents and purposes, we could be looking at our next senator or our next congressman. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to him what he decides to do. If music is the answer, then that's the answer. But I do know that music is the love of the world. Music brings all the worlds together. Everybody, every country, music brings it together.
A universal language.
Yes, it is. It's a universal language. Absolutely 110%. Okay. That's a little bit for the politics end of it. Call me, 727-597-4022. You have an opinion? I want to hear it. Call me, please. I challenge you.
You know something, Anthony?
Please.
I really respect you because it takes courage to express the way you feel about things. And a lot of people, courage is a serious thing. A person who have courage to say whatever he feels and will even take whatever consequence that come. And you need a lot more people with courage.
Well, Antonio is very passionate about what he believes in.
I thank you. I thank you both. It is what it is. And if I'm going to suffer any consequences, then so be it. Because I tell you what, walk a mile in my shoes and you might learn something about me that may change your mind in itself. But we won't get into that. The show is not about me. It's about everybody else. We were asking earlier, and I brought up some entertainment things. Okay, here we go. Sexiest woman on TV. Guys, come on. I want to hear it. Sexiest woman on TV. On TV, not film, TV.
We don't watch a lot of TV, sorry.
Okay, don't watch a lot of TV. The last memory you have of watching a woman on TV, other than your wife.
I like this girl. I love Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams.
I think she's a sexy woman.
The way he said, did you hear how he said it? Sexy woman.
Sexy woman.
All right, one more time. Sexiest. Not the favorite.
No,
not
she got
the
like
sexiest.
A charm, a certain kind of charm. That
Wendy Williams.
I don't know but she really get me worked.
Wendy Williams, if you're out there, Levi wants to get it together.
Now, does it have to be real person, or can I pick a cartoon character?
Wow.
Oh,
I didn't think about that. Screw it. Let it be a cartoon character.
Okay. Well,
everybody's a cartoon out there. Politicians are definitely cartoon character.
There's a couple cartoon characters in here before we started our show.
I like that. Okay, go ahead.
I'd say Chitara from Thundercats.
From Thundercat. Yeah, she is hot.
Yeah. A little leotard.
Yeah.
I want to see how far those spots go.
You know what? I dig it. I like it. Joel?
I'm still thinking.
Yeah, he's still thinking. All right.
And I have to say one thing about them. Yeah, I've been a street performer myself, but I had to stop when the cops came and arrested me and told me to put my thing in my pants. So
that was funny. He had to stop when he put the street performer.
Yeah, a girl gave me
that deserved my bell.
A girl gave me a joke.
That was good.
What a black man and Hispanic riding in a car.
Get pulled over by police?
No. But it was like the driver is the cop. So
that was good. I like that.
She called it a name like.
That's funny. Okay. All right. The coolest bad guy on film or TV? Who's the baddest guy on film or TV? Come on, guys. The baddest guy that's bad. I mean, in what film or what the baddest guy just in general.
I think Bruce Willis could take a lot of shit.
I like him. Okay, Bruce Willis, that's good. How about you, Joel? Dakota? Sorry about that.
If you're talking about movies, The Joker.
The Joker? Yeah. All right. That's a bad guy. Coolest bad guy. Come on, guys.
To me,
coolest bad guy.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. Hey, you know what? He's a cool bad guy. I like him.
I would have to say There's a lot of good characters out there. A lot of good people. I would probably go with like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, you know what? Nicolas Cage is good. That's good. That's good. I have to say Steve McQueen, man.
Oh, going old school. I like it. I like the old school.
Yeah, man. He was coming. But you know what? Steve McQueen, he was not only a badass on film, he was a badass off film. I mean, he kicked people's asses off film.
He rode motorcycles. He raced cars.
He did. He lived and he did what he did, and that was it. Coolest bad girl. Who's the coolest bad girl out there? And I give Angelina Jolie, she's a cool bad girl, but who else? Who else other than Angelina Jolie as far as the coolest bad girl?
Girl in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, the girl from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, she's a cool bad girl.
She's hot.
But I like I'm talking bad girl, like bad girl, guns are blaring, stuff like that. The girl from Fast and the Furious. Oh my God, I had her
Hispanic
name.
girl.
Yeah, Mendez.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Oh, what if Melinda? Yeah, Melinda. She is great. She's the coolest bad girl. That is for sure. Okay. Met Reginald Roundtree at the award show for Talk Slam Radio. And as I told you, I'm very happy to say that our show won Best New Talk Show on Talk Slam Radio. And we're pretty happy about that. This is our 8th week. We're 8 weeks old, and I'm very happy. And I think without everybody out there, we would not be here. And that's just the way life is. I'd love for you to email us. And also, if you email me at Antonio1Y1@hotmail.com, you can also purchase Levi Metamagu's CD, and Joel and Dakota's CD. So Antonio, the number 1Y1@hotmail.com. And you can purchase these CDs, and they will rush them out to you. And how much are your CDs?
We like to get $10 for
$10.
them.
And your CDs?
$10.
$10.
And the title of the CD is Satisfaction is Hard to Find.
That'd be true. And the title of yours?
They don't have a title.
Joel and Dakota's.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reality of the situation, Antonio1Y1@hotmail.com, and you could buy Levi Metamagu's CD for $10 or Joel and Dakota live in concert for $10. Email me. I will forward that over to them, and you'll get your CD immediately. I'm sure they're anxious to get their CDs out in people's hands. And from what I understand, that periodically you do gigs at Tarpon Springs Sponge Exchange. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So if you go to Tarpon Springs and you go down to the Sponge Docks, there is a chance that you will run into Joel and Dakota, his son, the duo, playing their music, and you may run into Levi Metamagu playing his music.
Where else do you guys play to? Give us a couple spots that if we can catch you at one.
In the last couple months, we left Florida in June, went to St. Louis.
No, we're talking about like globally.
If you happen to be in St. Louis, please check us out.
Well, we play a lot at the Drunken Clam in St. Pete.
Drunken Clam, I like that.
Rusty Bellies. In Tarpon Springs.
In Tarpon.
Loggerheads.
Nice place, too.
New one real nice place is the Tarpon Tavern.
Tarpon Tavern, nice place. People don't realize this, but Tarpon is, slowly but surely, after a millennium, is actually catching up. So they definitely got some good stuff going on.
I heard they got a Wendy's there now.
There you go. That's when you know you made it.
Wave of the future.
We were talking about movies and this and that. Please share us. Once again, our pop culturist Tom here has brought in some figures from Miami Vice. And they are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're about 6 years old. They were produced by a company called Mezco. They're still around today.
Is there any way you could zoom in to these figures for us so we can show? I mean, some of the cool stuff that you can find out there. Okay, that's if you go to RagingNerdgasm.com. These are Miami Vice figures. They were put out in 2006. And
how much do those figures go for?
Well, originally they ran about $15 a figure. So when I bought these originally, they were $30 for the pair.
Wow.
That was before tax.
Yeah.
And
now
they really haven't matured much, believe it or not.
Really?
I mean, really, in all honesty, and this is why I tell everybody, is it's only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. I've seen these at shows for $5 in, you know.
Oh, wow. I'd buy that up. I'd bring that right. Buy that up in a second. That's for sure. I tell you what, we've got $5. Nolan, I tell you what, we're going to get, you know what? You have my word that I am going to try to get Nolan Ray. Without Nolan Ray, none of this is possible. None of this is possible. And I want him on a show. I hope I can get him on in the next couple weeks. That's right. He's looking at me right now in the other sound booth. And Nolan, just chime in for a second. Are you ever going to come on our show and bless us with your presence?
Matter of fact, I just got the ability to engineer shows from inside the rooms. So when people come in here and they get their own shows, I tell them that they don't have to engineer the shows. But I can. I mean, you have the ability to engineer your own show, but I don't like the host worrying about it. I like them just kind of do their own thing.
Right.
So, but I can actually be a guest while engineering your show.
Oh man, that would be great. Well, we'd love to have you on, Nolan.
Give me about 3 weeks. I got about 3 weeks more worth of accomplishments that I want to talk about.
You heard it. 3 weeks. You're going to meet the man behind the plan.
On this show.
On this show.
Look at the date real quick. I'll tell you that.
We said big up the man.
That's right.
Nolan.
Well, I tell you what,
Sounds like he's there already.
We've got 4 minutes to go. I'd like you to play one of your own originals. You said it's about a 2.5 minute song, something like that.
I don't know if it's kind of in the works. It might be that long.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. 16th of October. You heard it right here. 16th. I'm writing it down.
That's National Boss Day.
National Boss Day. All right. That's the day I want you. Once again, Joel and Dakota, the duo, father and son, playing their own song that they wrote. And here we go. And then we'll go into our closing statements and comments, and we'll say goodnight. But before we do, we'll let them play their song away. Here we go.
The song's still in the works. It's about a cup of coffee.
I like coffee.
Who doesn't?
Well, I'll be here when the sun comes up. Look at my life through a coffee cup. And I'll be here when the sun goes down, stuck in this God-forsaken town.
I like that. You definitely need to finish that way. You know what? It was good right there. I was ready to buy a cup of coffee and everything else. Speaking of coffee, I've only got a couple minutes left. Mr. Mention, Andrew Reed, that was on our show, which is another reggae artist, which is absolutely phenomenal. You can look back at our past shows and watch some of our shows and catch Mr. Mention. But he actually just got involved with a coffee company called Q Bean. And it's a great coffee because not only is it good coffee, but it promotes children's education in music. And I believe that children, through music, can accomplish so much in life and communicate with so many people around the world, just like the web has. We've got 2 minutes left. I mean, if there was more communication through music, because I'll tell you what, you can take all kinds of people and put them in a room, but once you start playing music, it just brings people together. It always has, it always will, and that's just it. So I definitely believe in that. But Q Bean Coffee, he's been doing that, and he's leaving for Ohio. He'll be back on our show, hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks. It won't be on the day that Nolan Ray's on our show, the CEO and president of Talk Slam Radio, Comedy Slam Radio. You need to check all these sites out because I'm telling you, Talk Slam Radio is only one area of what this is about. Talk Slam Radio, Rock Slam Radio, Comedy Slam Radio. Check it out. Once again, Tom, definitely our in-house pop culturist, Levi Mitamagu, our in-house musician and reggae artist, our guest tonight, Joel and Dakota. Thank you very much. My name's The Ant, and you are looking at How Did We Get Here? Oh, we drove here. We love you. Peace. Bye. Good night, folks. That was...
What was that, you might ask? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.